सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples who are sitting with us around the world at this moment. I don't know in how many number of locations because it is not showing. At least I have 16 places in my list who are sitting in front of me. Phoenix, Malaysia, Dubai, Ohio, Seattle, Guadeloupe, Singapore, Los Angeles, Hyderabad, Golden Enclave, Bangalore, Anna Nagar, Chennai, Adayar, Chennai, Salem, India, Morocco, Africa, Istanbul, Rio de Janeiro. From Brazil, Istanbul. From Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. From Turkey, Istanbul. So all these countries are sitting in two-way video conferencing with us. Today's sutra, 7th sutra in chapter 1, section 1. The first chapter, first section, 7th sutra. Tannishtasya mokshobadesat. Tannishtasya mokshobadesat. The translation by Gambhirananda says, Pradhana is not the meaning of the word self, because liberation is promised for one who holds on to that. Swami Veereshwarananda translates as the Pradhana, that Pradhana cannot be designated by the word self, is established because liberation is declared to one who is devoted to that Sat. And I welcome all the devotees and disciples, satsangis, samajis who are sitting with us in 175 locations in 86 cities at this moment in 19 countries. So today we are entering into the next level of argument. Vada Pradivada, Kandana Mandana. That's the right word. Kandana Mandana means breaking the ignorant, narrow logic through understanding and adding the Amrita, which happens in your brain when you have the complete understanding. When the cognition of the factual reality happens in you, the Amrita Nadi flows. Amrita means the ecstasy, joy, flows like a liquid inside your brain, awakening non-mechanical parts of the brain. Actually, if your logic functions like a tube in your brain. If it is shrinking to the narrower understandings, it starts experiencing depression. And if it expands more and more to the broader and broader understanding, the Amrita, nectar, flows from the brain, leads to enlightenment. When I explain certain truths, for a moment if you feel, wow, that is true, your ignorance logic gives way, the logic tube just expands through the Amrita Bindu. The nectar drop which flows through that logic tube. If more and more Amrita Bindu, nectar drop flows through the logic tube, it becomes permanently opened and established in enlightenment. All your cognition happens on factual reality, based on existence. That is what I call enlightening Nityananda effect, N effect. If you are experiencing levitation, Kundalini awakening, Yoga Sutra is great for you. For some reason, if the physical levitation is not happening, don't worry at all. Brahma Sutra is for you. Because the Brahma Sutra is a blessing given to all human beings. All human beings are basically logical. Only rarely few are being centered, are emotion centered, heart centered, or being centered. Basically by man, by nature, man are logical centered. Because the bringing up makes you logic centered. So Brahma Sutra is for people who are logic centered. Then Brahma Sutra is for mass. Unfortunately, this was never told to the world. Only thing, you need to spend little time to grasp this. I don't know why, unfortunately, the intellectual community did not recognize the greatness of Brahma Sutra internationally because of the religious connotation given to it and thousands of interpretations completely contradicting to each other. A logical mind always wants a clear set of irrefutable, non-misrepresentable aphorisms, formulas. But the greatness of Brahma Sutra is anybody can interpret and misinterpret as they want. If the logic is pure diamond, I can say Brahma Sutra is jewel made out of pure diamond stone without adding any metal. It is not jewel studded with diamond stones, it is made out of diamond stone. Huge diamond stone, just it has been drilled, carved and made into a jewel. That's a description of Brahma Sutra.